G go too fast. I don't need one, no seatbelt. Bad little got no.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now Jones. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Let's go now.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And still fighting. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now he steps away, and he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. And he finds McDonald. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Now a first down carry by Bell. He will push his way down to about the 14. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Jack 16, let's go! Hey! 8!
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger will throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. I have a theory about it. Want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. throwing now. Jackson on first down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie Terrell Edmonds. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a storm, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger, eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it, and no one got it. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. They'll pitch it out to Bell. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs later.
On the left side, it's McDonald. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down.
Let's go.
Now Bell. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now on first down, he's going to sneak it. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember when playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up because otherwise this defense is going to get up on the run and shut them down.
And he is going to get the first down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12. They get 9 there, and in the process escaping their end zone, picking up a first down.
Good! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Good!
Jackson on first down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. And he used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Now it's Jackson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. On first and 10, it's Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Crabtree the target on that one.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. On third down, Roethlisberger. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. First and 10 at the 19. Now Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Jackson. And able to find John Brown. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Collins, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Ravens are in for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jordan. Oh, had to get it out quickly, but it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. As his guys are in for 6, and the Ravens will add on to their lead.
But they didn't have their normal cushion there in order to punt the ball away. It leads to a lot of anxiety for the team kicking the football.
Well, for the punter, you know that you've got to get rid of that quickly there. Not quick enough.
And also, not stepping behind you and stepping over the end line for a safety. That one gets blocked, and it's 6 points.
Now Jones. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Hurry up, let's go! Let's go. Show that bench release and go.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Hurry up, let's go. Kings. Double bump. Go. Snickers, 66.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back. In pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Hey! Double. Jack 16. Kings.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's going to look deep for Perriman. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Gone! Leopard!
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And Perriman's got it for a Raven touchdown. Brashad Perriman as time expires in the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Going deep here for Allen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Buck Allen as running back that time. And it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'd open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He may try and run for this. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Lucky 56. Gone. Lucky 56.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing is Jackson. Going up top. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it. This is caught inside the 15. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. They give him a gain of 37. On 1st and goal, Collins. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Collins now the lone man in the backfield, 2nd and goal.
Detroit!
They go play action now. Jackson flush to his right. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. He's got it up to the 15. Showed off some fancy footwork there on the play. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Charles, when plays like that work, It's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Roethlisberger to his big target, James, all 6-7 of him for a Steeler first down. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously... And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Here's Roethlisberger. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Willie Henry. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a fourth down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. This time, Jackson will throw it, and this one's incomplete. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. Run for it, and he will. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now Roethlisberger down around his goal line. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Call it a pickup of 7, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Man open left side is Brown. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
This is Bell. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now Roethlisberger. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. C.J. Mosley in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now they'll try to sweep with Bell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Got a man. It's Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a 1st. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now they'll toss it to Bell running left. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. In for the score. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. And now Big Ben will lead the Steelers up to go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for two does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And the return man, Chris Moore. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can also...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. Detroit, Detroit.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Boy, sitting on a 2-score lead at this stage in the game. That punter, he must be pretty lonely over there on the sideline thinking, why in the world was my number not called there?
As far as he's concerned, the check will still cash, right? It's your choice not to use me in this situation. But I also look at it this way. You know, some coaches are more aggressive than others. They just want to take care of the football, have the ball on offense, and go at it that way. So a very interesting call, but he wants to take care of the ball himself.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. He'll get it up the middle and trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that in Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions. Roethlisberger to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way now. It's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Stepping up, he's going to kick. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the two-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy because of a chance.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tony Jefferson, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Let's go. Hey.
And they take a knee. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Let's go.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. The offense staying out there. They're at 50%, 2 for 4 thus far in the game. What can they do here on 4th down? The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens are looking like they're going to come away with a victory. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Ravens, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the perfect season was apparently not meant to be as they drop to 7-1. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.